Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sending you all so much love today and really appreciative of each and every one of you who are here, part of this beautiful, high vibrational community that we are co-creating together on YouTube. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a collective tarot reading. This is going to be a reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So we're going to be channeling into anyone who may potentially be connected to your aura, to your energy at this time, as well as any messages you might need to know to start off the week. Now, if you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I do these collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you feel guided to do so, be sure to tune back in on those times and days for a message. Now, I was feeling really guided right away to the Soul's Journey deck, which is what I sometimes call my emotion card deck, because all of the cards in here are really emotionally charged and also carry with them an affirmation. So the card coming out here is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So for some reason, I'm picking up that for some of you listening, there may actually be someone from your past feeling somewhat guilty who is connected to your energy in some way. And this crown chakra representative crystal that I leave out while I'm doing these readings is really standing out to me. This is a clear quartz. And this, of course, can also relate to general energy clearing. And for some reason, I heard clearing the air. So there may be someone feeling guilty from your past who's wanting to clear the air between the two of you because of this guilt that they're feeling. Now, I haven't picked up whether this is a platonic or romantic situation, so take this as it resonates for you personally. But I'm hearing this person say, I blame myself. We actually have the blame card here in the upright position. This card also says, I accept responsibility for my own well-being. So this may be someone who was highly codependent on you in some way. The word draining is coming out here. So they may have been draining to you, your time, your energy. Depleted is coming out here. So you may have felt depleted by this person or simply by the way you were treated here, by this situation generally. So I feel that this portion of the reading is going to be hyper specific to a certain group of people. As I always say, at the end of the day, it's really your intuition that is the compass of your life, that is always guiding you accurately. So I always encourage you to listen to that intuitive voice within yourself above all else when it comes to interpreting these messages, but also in every area of your life. And really, it's my goal through these readings to help you reconnect with that intuitive place within yourself. Okay, so we do have the strategy card. So whoever this person is, they do seem very determined to come towards you. They may be acting very strategic about this though, because I am hearing silent. You may not have heard from this person yet, or you may have heard very little from them, but I do see them strategically wanting to come towards you in some way. Now, I will say that with the third eye chakra reversed and the woman holding a heart upright, this person feels like they've been blindsided by themselves. And I'm going to explain what I mean by this because I know that sounds a little bit strange, but with the third eye chakra reversed, this is about someone not being very intuitive or not listening to their own intuition. And with woman holding a heart upright, I see this card meaning that they're very taken by you, or that you are the one holding their heart. So if this is a romantic situation, the message here is very clear. So for those of you dealing with a romantic situation here, this person feels like they were so blind not to realize that you were the one holding their heart, that they felt these warm, loving feelings towards you, or had this bond. I'm hearing irreplaceable, this irreplaceable bond with you. And again, it's like they were ignoring their intuition, but now they're realizing this. If this is a non-romantic situation for you, like a friend, a family member, someone from your past platonically, then this is someone who misinterpreted you, or who didn't understand your true motives, your true intentions. I'm hearing that because of how this person was hurt from their own past, it's like they had these layers of trauma in their energetic field that caused them to misinterpret your intentions and your energy. And so what they are realizing now is that all along, you've actually had very pure intentions and a really open heart space. I'm hearing they're realizing that you were always coming from a place of love. But the words too late are coming out here. So regardless of how this applies, whether it's platonic or romantic, this may be someone who, although they're determined to come towards you, they may fear that it's actually too late. And that's why we got that message about clearing the air. It's almost as though this person that's going to be coming towards you from your past feels as though it might be too late to say anything or do anything to repair the bond between you, but they're going to come forward anyway because they have to get something off their chest. It's that guilt and blame that they're feeling. And of course, you are the conscious free will creator of your life. So you have total optionality as to whether or not you are open to mending the bond with this person. But regardless, I do see them coming towards you. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more into how I see this person approaching you, the strongest timeline potentials as to how this situation might unfold itself, and more on what they're really thinking and feeling, even in the silence at this time. So the link to those additional messages in the extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do Patreon extended readings along with these collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So when you join our Patreon Soul Tribe, you get access to those 3 additional readings every week, as well as any previous extended readings. So the reason I want to move this reading forward is because I don't feel like this particular person is the only energy in your field at this time, or even the most dominant energy in your field. For most of you, I actually feel that that was a little bit of a side message and person. Now, of course, if you want more depth on that, we will dive into it in the extended, but I do want to move this reading forward. And right as I said that, we had a card fly out of the energy oracle cards deck. And it's interesting as well because I'm really feeling the energy picking up around whatever message is coming through now. So with the Angel of Strength card here in the reverse position, someone is feeling, I'm hearing very soft, very vulnerable, very much as though they are letting down their guard and leaning into their soul here. So this could be your internal energy. This also could be an external person connected to you. Do keep in mind that whenever I channel any messages here, These are all just energies, so they could apply to something going on within you internally. They also equally could apply to an external person or situation. And of course, energy is timeless, so these messages could relate to your past, your present, or your future from that 3D limited linear perspective, of course. So I want to know more about this person. Feeling vulnerable, feeling off balance as well. This is someone a little bit chaotic, someone very in their head here, daydreaming very heavily as well about you, because this is sitting between the third eye and the crown chakra. Something about the situation with you has this person feeling very ungrounded. And part of this is the very firm realization that you have their heart. I'm hearing that they're falling in love with you. So for some of you, this could be that same person that we talked about earlier. But for others of you, this will be an entirely new person. What I am getting for whoever is resonating with this situation is that there definitely is a romantic element here where this person is feeling ungrounded energetically and a little unbalanced because of the love that they feel for you. Now, they don't seem to be very optimistic about their chance with you or with this connection, because with victory reversed, sitting on the root chakra, there's something very manifested between you in the physical world that is leading them to believe that they've either failed or that they're going to fail or that this isn't going to work out, even though they seem to be realizing that they're in love with you. So this may be someone who is afraid that they're going to be rejected. I will say that when I flipped over the deck, at the bottom of the deck is the yin yang card, which is my number one twin flame card in the deck. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame situation, but it could be for some of you. That would simply mean that at a soul level, you and this individual carry an identical core soul frequency. Whereas when it comes to a very high level soulmate, you will carry a very similar frequency. So what I will say is we also have the woman holding a coin reversed and door to spirit in the upright position, representing, I'm hearing this person's spiritual side is coming through, and actually that through recent either interactions with you or realizations they've been having about you, they're going through a very powerful awakening. For some reason, my guides are saying their daydreams about you are causing a spiritual awakening in themselves. So the two of you don't even need to seem to constantly physically interact in order for your energy to awaken this person and to open their mind spiritually. That's why I'm getting very much a twin flame energy for some of you, although this, of course, could be a high-level soulmate as well. Now, this person, I'm starting to get a picture of why they're feeling a little non-optimistic, we'll say, when it comes to their chance with you. It seems to be because they're worried they're too late because of some kind of karmic situation that they were in for a very long time. Now, I do see that they've been exiting this situation, or for many of them, they've already left this karmic pattern, this dynamic, this relationship. And at the least, even if it's still in their life physically, or there are remnants of this karmic situation in their life, from an energetic perspective, this woman holding a coin reversed that I take as this karmic card is sitting on the heart space, telling me that even if there are these remnants of the situation in their life, it is completely cleared out of their heart space from an energetic perspective. Like, this karmic pattern or situation does not trigger any kind of emotional reaction from them. There is no connection to the heart space anymore with this karmic person, pattern, or situation, meaning that even if aspects of it still are physically focused, it's absolutely on the way out of their life. Now, of course, take that as it resonates, because for some of you, this isn't even relevant in their physical life at all anymore. But the fear is coming up here on their conscious mind because they are thinking to themselves, am I too late? Did it take me too long to let go of this karmic person, pattern, or situation? With door to spirit in the upright position as well, it's almost like they are aware that there's something highly spiritual going on here that's opening their heart. They don't fully understand it. This person definitely feels a little overwhelmed by it, but intrigued at the same time. They're not scared away by that feeling of overwhelmment. In fact, it almost makes them more intrigued because they're wondering, how could something come into my life and open my mind so quickly and so dramatically and have this kind of impact on my whole energy and start opening my heart in this way? Like, what is this person? What is this connection? That's how I feel this person kind of approaching that sense of overwhelm. It's almost like being on a roller coaster ride, but loving that adrenaline rush, loving the uncertainty, the highs and the lows. And I'm getting that this is also because this is someone who felt very bored by their life for a while prior to connecting with you recently. Again, whether this connection has been literal, energetic, physical, emotional, it was almost as though they were kind of in this very mundane state of being, not even sure if they were still capable of feeling those highs and lows of the human experience. It's almost like their heart space was just very inactive. They weren't feeling much of anything. And now, since connecting with you, yes, it's been overwhelming to be on this roller coaster ride of emotion, but it's also been life-giving and exhilarating to them. It makes them feel alive because they're actually feeling something happening in their heart space. They're feeling that heart chakra connection. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more into this person's energy, what they are thinking and feeling, as well as how this situation and connection might potentially be moving forward into the future. So the link to those extended messages are in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But I'm going to go ahead and open the reading up to see if anyone or anything else is connected to your energy. So the messages that come through here could be people platonically, could be opportunities, could be spirit guides, spiritual energies, romantic energies. And right as I said romantic, we got the yin yang card again. And keep in mind that I actually reshuffled the entire deck and then pulled this card again. So once again, this is a twin flame indication card to me in these decks, but it doesn't have to be a 100% confirmation of a twin flame situation. I will say this could also represent you coming into this profound state of surrendered balance within yourself, where you are both surrendering to the process, to the flow, the unfolding of your life, possibly particularly when it comes to love and romance and the unfolding of connections in your life, because this card did come out right as I referenced potential romantic connections that might be connected to you in some way. When I talk about balance, I am referring to the balance of the internal divine masculine and divine feminine energies within yourself, which of course we all do have a balance of both. And I'm hearing that the way that you've balanced yourself internally has brought you to a point of stability where you are now energetically opening to building a more 3D based community that is also aligned with you at a soul level. The number 777 is coming up here for someone. And I'm also getting the community card upright. I heard the name Claire, but this also could refer to the clair senses, the intuitive and psychic abilities that you might be opening up and possibly even sharing about with people around you as you build this community that connects with you from that more spiritual standpoint. If you don't yet feel as though you've manifested this kind of soul-aligned community around you, I do feel this could be a predictive message and something that you kind of sense coming, because this is sitting on the seat of intuition, the third eye chakra as well. So you may be getting this sense that you are attracting in very powerful soul connections, whether these are romantic soulmates or platonic soulmates, collaborations. This feels like both people you manifest connection with in a very physical 3D way, meaning they become part of your actual human community in this life, but also people that you are deeply aligned with at a spiritual level. This is reflecting how your life generally is coming into this same kind of alignment, how you've been holding these visions within yourself for how you want to move and show up and be in the world. And for a while, you may have been feeling kind of a dissonance between how you felt energetically and vibrationally and that vision you were holding, a dissonance between that and what may or may not have actually been showing up in your physical 3D reality. But you're going to find that gap increasingly bridged as your reality is beginning to catch up to that vision in a powerful way. And I'm really getting that message from your guides here. Now we have the goddess of the moon upright. This does tend to mean my awakened divine feminine card. So you may consider yourself to be a divine feminine regardless of gender here. But even if not, you are really activating and awakening that internal divine feminine aspect of yourself that is highly open, surrendered, receptive, but very magnetic in that effortless, receptive energy. You are really learning how to manifest your life more from that place of ease and receptivity and being in flow with your life rather than trying to push or force things into place. And this, of course, has been very thematic in recent months and even years now as we've been channeling these collective messages. I will say as well that life has been continuously teaching you with the World card reversed and the Thinking Woman reversed, that anytime your ego mind or your conscious mind tries to pop up and control or exert itself onto this highly spiritual unfolding of your life, you will notice backlash in the form of sensing that you are being held back from your own expansion or kind of resisting the process in a way that might feel like backsliding, but it's really only labeled as backsliding to the ego because from a higher perspective, life is a grand school and it's teaching us radical surrender, particularly at this time. So anytime our ego mind tries to come up and control or restrict or limit us in some way, you are going to notice that response in the form of restriction, feeling kind of like you're going backwards. And that is all meant to teach us and to kind of hold us more consistently in this alignment. So what else can I channel for the beautiful souls listening here? Woman holding a coin reversed. So this is really standing out in contrast to this goddess of the moon card. Now, if you are a divine feminine listening specifically, this may be that it is becoming very noticeable how different you are from many other feminine energies, how you are really standing out. Now, even if you don't identify as the divine feminine, this message could apply in simply people noticing this tremendous contrast between how you operate in the world and how the karmic energies manifest themselves in the world. Those who are still stuck in limiting belief systems, lower vibrations, in what we consider collectively to be that 3D matrix kind of mindset. But I do want to specifically address those of you who identify as divine feminines here because it's undeniable that that energy is coming through really strongly in this reading. So I'm hearing you're shining. You're really standing out. And that is as it is meant to be, that you are meant to shine because you are meant to be an inspiration through your example, through that beacon of your light to so many others. Okay, so we have the Deceit card here. So you may have, again, people who are misunderstanding you or misinterpreting your intentions here. This is because you are bringing them to a crossroads of their life. With the Indecision card in the upright position, your energy automatically brings people to almost a crisis point for themselves, where they are given a choice, an opportunity to rise to a higher timeline, to connect with you from a higher place. But they have to be the one to exercise their free will, to choose to consciously align with that higher timeline. This is also why, Divine Feminine, you've been discovering in a more conscious way than ever before that the only ones you've been able to consistently connect with over the course of linear 3D time have been the ones that are committed to being able to reach those crisis moments, those crossroads of their life, and make a decision to align with a higher path, even if it requires a shedding of their old skin, even if it requires a releasing of certain aspects of their ego and an opening of their mind. That is why the only ones who essentially are able to, quote unquote, keep up with you spiritually or energetically are the ones who are really committed to their own radical self-growth and self-development. With Broken Heart in the reverse position, your energy is having a particularly healing effect on the heart chakra and my guides are showing like multiple layers of heart chakra impact you are having. So wow, this is big. Your energy at this time, first of all, it's healing the collective heart chakra, tending to the collective heart chakra, because we all are connected in this giant web of human consciousness. I like to imagine it as a web so that we can visually conceptualize the fact that any vibration one individual in this web emanates is felt to some degree by the whole. This also means that when you are sending out waves of unconditional love energy, waves of light, waves of healing, this is being felt to some degree by the entire global collective. So you are helping and assisting to heal the wounded heart space of the collective consciousness simply through emanating the light of being who you are. But this goes down all the way to the individual level as well, because I see that for many of you Divine Feminines, there have been very specific individual interactions that you've been guided to assist another in healing their heart space at that very personal level. So this may be friends, family members, people from your past that you've been guided to say something to reach out to send some kind of healing energy. Pay attention to these intuitive impulses, because I am getting that the way you are healing the heart space, whether that's happening individually or at this collective level, although it's happening at both levels simultaneously from a quantum perspective, but this is occurring very intuitively. It's a very intuitively guided and even very automatic and subconscious process here. So wow, very intense, high-level messages coming through for some Divine Feminines listening. I really hope that reached you. And if it did, I will be channeling more messages from your spirit guides, your higher self, whatever divine forces you Divine Feminine specifically connect with. I really wasn't expecting to get into those Divine Feminine specific messages in this collective reading, but there must be many Divine Feminines here listening, because that energy came through very dominantly. So again, the link to those additional messages will be in the pinned comment and description box under the video. I am going to close this first reading here on YouTube with a final Rumi Oracle card. And the two cards to come out here are Let Love Transform and commitment. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. We are candles, lit by the one great flame. The breath of life does not extinguish us. On the contrary, it only serves our flame to blaze brighter. Here in the temple of one love, there is no flickering or smoke to our flame. We are natural in our purpose, simply to bring the warmth and light of love to life. We dance though we are stillness. We are on fire though we do not burn. And the guidebook also says, when we stop seeing life as it is, showing up for us every moment and engaging with it as it is, we can become careless with the light of the heart. Our huffing and puffing to force what does not need to be forced can cause the heart light to flicker and waver. This can make our doubts seem stronger and our way uncertain. We can feel crowded out by fear as the light is compromised in its purpose. We forget to trust in what is because we get caught up in attachment and fear surrounding our desires. Rather than letting life move us, we try to move life. There is a way forward on your path that needs to be seen by you now. This oracle comes as a reminder to you. Don't doubt. What you are feeling deep within the passionate love of your heart light is true. It is real. You are being led into it by the progress of life itself. You must trust in this, even if at times it seems you are being led away from that vision. Life operates according to a genius that is beyond a linear approach. It is to be trusted rather than understood. Wow, what a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much for being such a powerful and important co-creator of this video and of course all of the other videos here on the channel as well. If you do feel a resonance with the energy here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates and inspiration. Of course, the link to continue on now with me to the extended Patreon reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful start to your week, and I will connect with you here again in Wednesday's collective reading.